Hello and welcome in to episode number 3 of Dirty Water. I'm your host, Hogdale. I'm joined today, as always, by the handsomest man in the world, Mutt. Mutt, how you doing, dude?
That's a lie. Let's
Not
get
a
out of the
lie.
way now. How did Grandma do with the slots? I need official recap.
Not
Do we know?
good.
Oh,
Yeah, net negative.
I don't like to hear
It'll
that.
hit next time. We'll hit next time. It's going to be okay.
It's holiday season. I want Grandma flush with cash to get the hog all the presents he wants for Christmas this year.
Oh, she's fine. She's got old people money. You know, yeah, she grew up in the generation where, like, if you worked a job, you made enough to support your family, so she's fine. And I'm also joined by the greatest troll in the world, Kutter is Keg. Kutter, how you doing, pal?
What's going on, boys? Not much going on in the Red Sox world, but
What are you fucking talking about, dude? There is so many amazing, entertaining things that we can talk about, and none of them we have definitely have not slightly treaded upon those similar waters in the previous weeks. Listen, like, what do you? I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, yeah, it's November.
dude,
That's
how
it.
can
That's
you
the
not be
sentence.
fired up about Garrett Whitlock playing for the WBC? How can that not
America!
fire you up?
Fucking Team USA, dude. There's literally, you got to be pumped up. Like, yeah, it's November. We got November baseball stories. We're slow moving. We don't have a Juan Soto thing to carry us through.
Oh,
like
we need
did
it.
last
Please. I want to be Thanksgiving. I want to be texting you guys saying the Red Sox really going to re-sign Bregman. We need that this week, boys. We're getting thirsty. It's Red Sox news. I'm searching on Twitter every couple hours. I'm on Google News, and it is barren, and it's everywhere too. But this is baseball right now. They drag things out. Guys are going to sign 1-year deals. The lockout, the thing is looming. You guys pointed this out last couple episodes. Like, this thing in 2027 is looming, but it is frustrating. You want this team to rebuild. You want them to restock and make a push, and it is just little crumbs. That's all we got right now, little crumbs.
I mean, like, what benefits the Red Sox is if they are still on their limited budget or wherever the fuck of, like, spending cliff. It doesn't look like most of baseball is eager to spend either. So maybe that will artificially bring the market down and, benefit the Sox in the long run. But, the lockout looms large. Like, the shadow it casts is enveloping everything baseball related. And, yeah, it's absolutely affecting the Red Sox. I mean, again, every ounce of doom posting that I've done about the lockout is just like, yeah, it's valid. Like, there's no argument again. There's not going to be baseball in 2027. Hold on to baseball and embrace it with as much love as possible. Love it while you can, because a bunch of greedy fucks are going to take it away from you for probably an entire season. And that's it. That's the end of the episode.
That's it.
Feel nothing but doom and misery in your heart. Go fuck yourself.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you later.
Yeah. What is everyone's Thanksgiving plans? You do anything, Mutt? You're probably hanging out with your family, like a good dad.
Mine is very basic. I think mine is a basic thing. I'm in charge of the mashed potatoes. I'll make those on Wednesday, reheat them on Thursday. We got a group, probably like 14 or 15 go to my parents' house. But I have it's no stress for me. I watch football on TV with my family. The kids go outside and play football. We eat food, have some beverages, and it's a very low maintenance holiday. I love Thanksgiving. So mine is boring. I am much more interested in what you guys are doing, and Hog in particular, what an Iowa Thanksgiving looks like, if we're being honest.
Well, me personally, I'll be driving down to my dad's place. So about a 3-hour journey, head over to his place. He's smoking a turkey this year because he is a very nice smoker. And I've never had smoked turkey before, so I'm really looking forward to it. People complain about turkey, and they say that, like, it's a shit meat, and they say it's dry. And I'm just telling you, the people in your lives are not cooking the turkey correctly. A well-cooked turkey is still moist. It is. And I feel bad for you because maybe you just have people in your lives who just cook shit turkey. That was me for most of my life. But like my stepmom, she cooks a great turkey, very moist, very delicious. It turned me back onto it. And then, I can only imagine like how much better smoked turkey is going to be. So like I'm looking forward to that.
Sounds good.
What are you up to, Kutter? What are you doing for Thursday?
Yeah, not much. Just all at my house, Just I don't really have to do much. Just eat.
Hold on, guys. I gotta go troll Aaron Judge. I'll be right back. Give me.
Just
I'll-
hold
I'll-
on.
I'll
There's
probably be tweeting
there's no
a lot.
political discussions at the Thanksgiving dinner table at the Kutter is King household. It's just everyone getting off their phone to go troll one of like Aaron Judge, Anthony Volpe, and then like we take a second to pray to Kutter Crawford. And
Actually,
no one else.
Last year I had a tweet. I think I wrote like it was like a big paragraph saying how thankful I was for everything, and then I think I don't even remember exactly what it was, but I think I put that I was thankful that I wasn't a Yankee fan, and I went on and everyone was like, "Oh, you had me in the first half," but yep, just Yankee trolling. That's all I'm gonna be doing.
Listen, it's a lifestyle. You eat, sleep, and breathe it. It's what you got to do. You got to make sure that they don't have a good Thanksgiving.
There's like I can see Kutter like 4:30 in the afternoon. Football starting to kick in. He takes a picture of the turkey and says, "This turkey has as many World Series rings as Aaron Judge."
That'd be good, actually. That'd be really good.
I gotta say, disappointed. I thought because I think either we talked about this off the air in New York or on the air one of the streams. You talked about how good the pork chop was in Iowa.
Pork tenderloin.
Pork tenderloin. How good the beef was in Iowa. Just built different there. So I thought maybe the Iowa Thanksgiving a little bit different. But you're traditional. Your turkey, your stuffing, your gravy, your
it's
potatoes,
that and like sweet ham. You know, like my dad's a big sweet ham guy.
Ham at Thanksgiving?
Yeah, 100%. Wow. Is this not a thing? At least in my household, it always has been. Like we're just like a nice thick cut of ham that's very sweet flavored.
Nice. It's more of a Easter Christmas thing for us, but I like that ham the next day. Nice ham with that sounds good.
Yeah, that's usually a Christmas Eve thing.
Yep.
Christmas Eve, there's usually a ham.
The thing about Thanksgiving is like the Patriots aren't playing, and that's bullshit. I feel like it's been like a decade since I've seen the Patriots play on Thanksgiving. It might have been like since the butt fumble game, because I know that was a Thanksgiving game, because I remember watching it with my dad, and we were just truly loving every aspect of life.
It was so good. Mark Sanchez. Thank you. The gift that kept on giving. Yeah, but they play Monday night this week, right? They got Monday night in New York? Yeah.
They sure did. I'm worried about that game. Obviously not a Pats pod, but minor Pats thoughts there is just like fucking the Pats, they looked horrible against the Bengals, dude. They looked
just
so
slow starting and like the offensive line banged up now. Like against that giant defensive front is really good. Like Cincinnati had no Trey Hendrickson, they have nobody. You got Dexter Lawrence, and I think I heard you say you're kind of worried. They got to protect Drake May on Monday night against a very good giant pass rush. That'll be the entire story. Get out of there healthy, go to the bye week, and move on. Just get there.
Cutter does not leave you left out. Do you have any Packers thoughts before we go into the baseball?
No, but
going
to the Giants. Cole is king. That I keep up with the Giants just to make sure they lose every week to troll Cole is king, and I know that they haven't won since my birthday was the last time they won, which was the day after the Yankees got eliminated. So that's the last time the Giants won. So
that is very, very funny. I did not know that. Love that. Love the slight little football corner. So yeah, anyways, getting into baseball, which is what we talk about on this show, at least theoretically. We've been hearing from Alex Spear, and then also I think you mentioned Jen McCaffrey as well earlier, Mutt. Like she corroborated the same thing. That it really does seem like that the Sox will not be signing two big bats. Like that is not in the playbook. It's one of the big bats. I mean, I'm assuming is just bringing Bregman back, and I mean, you mentioned maybe like a medium-sized bat after. Like if it is Bregman and Okamoto, as long as they trade for a number 2, are we okay with that? That's where like I'd go. Like, do you think we're okay with that? Obviously, we want more, but
yeah, I want more. But Bregman to me is the starting point. We haven't had this. I'll let Cutter, you go first. I want to ask you guys a question about Bregman, but would that be enough for you, Cutter? I would want more.
Yeah, I mean, it would be enough. It wouldn't be. I don't think it would make you like World Series favorites. It would. I guess that would be like a B+ off season. It wouldn't be like your
B.
Yeah, it wouldn't be anything like that's the minimum, I'd say.
I think I agree with that.
I won't be complaining, but I'll be wondering why we didn't do more, because you got all that Devers money off the books and you're really not spending it all.
Yeah, dude, but they reallocated that into extending Roman Anthony, man, and extending Garrett Crochet.
Yep. And Christian Campbell.
So why don't you be happy, idiot?
Get ready for that. I mean, and by the way, some Red Sox fans are gonna eat that shit up and be okay with it. I'm not going to be. I'm not, especially given that they have the money to spend. They can go to like 280 and still not be docked draft picks and luxury tax. They have so much room to go spend. So I think we all agree that would not be the getting better we've been promised. That is just sort of, you're sort of maintaining there. Maybe you improved number 2, but you brought Bregman back. You unless we think that the player you guys are talking about can match the power of Devers. Devers is a 35 home run guy.
Because if you bring in, say, like I said, if it is Bregman and Okamoto, you're basically hoping that the lost power from Devers is made up from Anthony continuing to take a step, and maybe you expect Willier to get slightly better, and multiple other of the younger members of the team to take a step forward. And to me, for a team that wins a championship, players taking a step forward is a pleasant surprise that supplements the already core elite pieces of the team.
Yep.
To me, that's what the most serious teams do. I don't think the Dodgers definitely aren't sitting around waiting for the younger members of their line, or even if there even are fucking younger members of their line. I'm literally trying to think they're all just veteran stars at this point. I literally was trying to dig out an example. It's fucking Gavin Lux. He's a red, dumbass, in your brain. Stop. What are you talking about?
This, by the way, Hog, what you're saying, that's what the Red Sox did last year. They relied on bringing those rookies up. If they didn't have the injuries, they never would have done it. They dragged their feet on it. It was go come save the day. Last spring training, Alex Cora said rookies are there to contribute, not to carry the team. And by July, it's hey, Roman, carry the fucking team. That's they got away with that a year ago. And now I'm worried now, it sort of feels like the same. That's why I bring it up, because clearly somebody's talking to the Reds, a couple of these Red Sox beat writers. Alex Spear is super tied in to the Red Sox front office.
Absolutely.
And by the way, that's fine. He can have those relationships. So when he writes that last week, hey, here's the expectation, I assume that's coming directly from Breslow, ownership, whatever. And so I just pointed out, because we're already getting a pivot off the no excuses. We're already getting a pivot off of the window of contention. We'll contend, but it's at our price. It's not at the price it's could put us over the top of all of the teams.
It's not like we're saying spend $400 million. Yeah. It's not like we're saying be the Dodgers. You don't even have to be the Dodgers. Just be who you used to be yourself. We're holding. It's the problem always is we hold the Red Sox to the standard of their past selves when they actually were one of the most well-run, best teams in the league, consistently winning. Every time I hear Sam Kennedy open his mouth, it's oh yeah, well, we have the most World Series this century. It's God fucking gag me. You
Didn't
sound like the Yankees now. Shut the fuck up.
Didn't he say that
all the time?
He said it when they had their press conference after they traded Devers away.
Yeah, it's how do you guys? It's because it's oh yeah, what do you say to fans who question if you guys even know what the fuck you're talking about? It's well, we have won the most World Series this century. And then literally coming out this offseason, what was a week or two ago, when Kennedy was basically just admitted, trading Devers was, a mistake that caused us to have to fill multiple holes. People fans aren't dumb. They're not dumb. There's some dummies, but there's a lot of smart people.
It's like the Cowboys who still point to their success in the 90s. That's what Sam Kennedy is for Red Sox fans. And it just bugs the crap out of me. He continues to point to that. He's just a used car salesman. And when he says the things you want to hear, I don't trust him. I'm starting to trust Breslow more. He's not Dave Dombrowski, but we'll get to Cora's comments in section 10, but Cora believes in Breslow. Breslow did do some things to improve the team last year. But when Kennedy talks, if you're a Red Sox fan, I would not be paying attention. Not for me.
No, there's literally zero reason to. Anything that that the people in the ownership group say, just in one ear, out the other. If you hear Sam Kennedy, if you hear Tom Werner, just no. They're here to bullshit you. They're here to sell season tickets. They're not here to do anything else. So, it's the biggest problem for me is just that the teams that are the most successful are the most hungry. It's always thinking about the next championship. When you start talking about what you did in the past, the shit, it scares me. It scares me because okay, so you're fat and happy. the hunger's no longer there, and like we should be worried.
So there are some signs that Bregman's coming back here this week, guys. He was on social media on Instagram, going back and forth with Roman Anthony about workout stuff. Alex Cora was on with Carabas on Section 10. Now, Carabas, by the way, hates the name of our podcast. Ripped the name Dirty Water Hog. I know you guys.
He did say I forgot to bring this up the last episode. He did not like the name. And on
KMS, he was on with Kirk, and said he did not like the name. Not a fan.
Tragic. I went and fucking, just sobbed into my pillow. It's whatever. Maybe he didn't like the name. He didn't like the name. He made a decent point where he's like, oh, it's not good for Google searches, which should be fair. I only got a B+ in my marketing 101 class in high school. I did not get an A, so I did not consider that. But I think the name is sick. I fucking like the name. Mutt likes the name. Kutter likes the name. All I give a fuck about.
And I like the logo too. But with to their credit, Carabas and company, they had Cora on last week, and Cora said he texts Bregman every day. So the manager's still texting Bregman. He's still on Instagram. Like, I think there's a good chance he's coming back. But I don't know if you guys saw this. Like, there seems to be like two camps right now. Bring Bregman back at all costs, or go younger and get Bo Bichette. You guys have a real strong take either way if you want Bregman or Bo Bichette at third base next year?
Kutter, you go ahead first, brother.
I think I'd rather Bregman, just because, Bo Bichette hasn't stayed healthy in I don't know how long since he's had a full season under his belt, but I think I'd rather Bregman because he's been here too. And Bo Bichette's not a natural. He's not a third baseman, which he could slot over there and he would be fine, or even put him at short and put Story somewhere else. But that's probably not going to happen, which we talked about the first episode. But I think I'd rather Bregman just because, like I said, he's been here. He's the leader of the team if he resigns. And yeah, I get the going younger, but you probably, what's Bregman going to sign? A 3-year deal, 4-year deal?
It's one of those things where I don't know what money Bregman thinks he's getting, but you're not going to Detroit. We know you're not going to Detroit. And based on what the Mets are doing, and because they're the preeminent threat, I feel like if anyone was going to sign Bregman, it'd be them. Mm-hmm. They just brought on big money for an infielder by trading for Marcus Semien in his contract, which still has time left on the books. I don't know. I need to double check because obviously that Nimmo contract, I don't. It's is their AAV the same? I'm not sure. But are you going to bring in another
hold on,
guy?
Hold on. What's the growling right now in this podcast? What is that sound?
I have no idea.
What was
that? Kutter, brother? Were you just taking a?
Are you sucking it sounds like you're sucking the straw out of a drink, like a milkshake.
No, I wasn't doing nothing.
What the hell was that?
What the fuck was that?
Do we have someone else in the call?
Yeah, there are gremlins on somebody's mic. That is wild.
The fucking ghost of Christmas past. He's here a month early. Brother, you're at the wrong place. Escape my podcast. That's absurd. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. That was horrifying. But I literally just lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I talking about?
You were talking about Bregman and Bichette. You were talking about
I was talking about the Mets. Yeah, I don't think they'd be willing to bring on Bregman at a 30 mil AAV for 5 years after just bringing in Marcus Semien to play, I'm assuming probably second base. Obviously Lindor's going to stick around at shortstop. And it's back.
It's a wire or something, Kutter. It's got to be your mic, dude.
You might got to unplug
a wire or moving something around. It's picking up every time you're doing it.
Okay.
That's got to be it.
While Kutter figures that out, we'll just continue. That's hilarious. That's so funny.
But so your point is no, there's no market for him, which might be true. My biggest thing, and I was curious if I'm so old that this is an old guy take, but I believe in the defensive leadership of Bregman. He was an awesome defensive third baseman. Every play over there, he made the pitching staff better. And Bichette, when you look at his defensive numbers, he is a massive drop-off. I would not pretend to be the biggest defensive metrics guru, but a quick comparison suggests that he is nowhere near the player at third base that Bregman is. So I believe in the defensive part of it. And before he got hurt, there was a decent bat there. And obviously he got affected by the injury. But I buy the leadership shit too. The stories about players going to Bregman for everything, pitchers going for setup, catchers going for how to go on the plate. Roman Anthony and company going for like their approach at the plate. Like he was a second manager for the team. And I'm here to say, I know it's not on Baseball Savant. I know it's not advanced metrics, but Mike Manansky, believe in that stuff. And I much prefer Bregman to the younger Bo Bichette. Long story short.
I think it's a valid take. And I also think that letting Bregman walk when one of the big reasons you traded Rathus to be like, this is Alex Bregman's clubhouse.
Yep.
That would be deeply, deeply embarrassing. Like, you couldn't keep the guy that you said, like, okay, this is the leader of our clubhouse from now on. And then you're such cheap asses that you just let him walk in free agency. Like, I think Bichette is a more than fine option as a fill-in. Obviously, I think he swings the bat very well. He's had injury concerns, but Bregman now for multiple years in a row has dealt with injuries, and he's only getting older. So one could be the argument could be there that maybe Bregman isn't a sure thing in terms of health himself. But like the intangibles are there with Bregman. He's already done it here. The young guys adore him. The simpler option and just the more streamlined option is just simply to bring him back. You should be bringing back Alex Bregman. There's zero reason he shouldn't. Because I don't think the Mets are going to sign him. I think the Phillies have too much on their plate to get that done. He's already said, I'm not fucking playing in Detroit. I saw what happened last year.
Yeah.
And Kansas City, give me a break. He's not going to the Royals. So where does that leave us? And this might drag on for months again because of Boris. But Boris. Breslow already played this exact market with Bregman correctly last year. So can he just do it again? And chances are, at least for me, probably yes.
Yeah, the fact he's talking to Core every day is a good thing. And I also buy into like he proved that he could play in Boston. I do think for some guys they come here.
I think it's a big deal. I agree.
It gets to be too much for them, and he had zero issue. Like he came in and it was right away fit right in. So we haven't talked about that comparison, those two, because we thought maybe they get Bregman and or Bichette, like that's the third, and then go with the. I want to go on the record to say if they get Bo Bichette, I'll be disappointed because I've seen what Bregman can do, and as a team player, he can help this team in other ways besides just offensively. And Bichette's probably a better offensive player, and he's younger, but Bregman can do more well-rounded, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Also, going back to the Mets, they're trying to sign Alonso too. They're trying to get him back.
Good point.
So they have all that money and they look like the favorites right now for Bellinger probably. So I don't really see Bregman going there.
Taking Soto and then Bellinger. You took the Soto replacement, taking him away too from the Yankees is objectively hilarious. And it just makes me happy.
Right now they just cleared that outfield spot. If
they did,
Steve Cohen's a man of his word, I wouldn't be surprised if they're right in there with the Dodgers or whoever for Tucker too.
I will say because I was just curious about Bellinger. I peeped his Savant page. Not as good as I thought it was going to be.
No.
Shout out to playing at Yankee Stadium, baby. He is elite of the elite defensively still, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of XWOBA, expected batting average, he's league average. But he doesn't strike out, and that's good. But again, he only walks at a league average rate. Reminds me of Yoshida. When people always talk about Yoshida, when they're like, yeah, man, well, Yoshida, he doesn't strike out. Sick, he doesn't strike out. Does he walk? No. Then why do I care if he doesn't strike out?
He grounds out to second. That's it.
Okay, Luis Ariz. I don't give a fuck.
He rolls over to second every at-bat.
Yeah, man, doesn't strike out, but he rolls over to second every at-bat. You got to be fucking kidding me. I cannot stand that shit. Not striking out only works if you're pairing it with being elite at drawing walks, aka your Roman Anthony or Juan Soto, the best of the best in this sport. So I don't know, just interesting.
And going back to Okamoto, he's the guy that doesn't strike out, but he's also hit almost 40 home runs in the MPB. So it's that's just, that's what you wanted with Yoshida, but. Obviously,
I will say the funny thing about Okamoto to me is because everyone's shitting on Murakami for being he can't hit velo, but Okamoto also cannot hit velo. And maybe a lot of it probably is just because of the expectation, and then also that Okamoto bit older, just not as hyped as a potential prospect of the sorts. But I just think that's funny. It's this guy's a fucking non-option. He can't hit above 93 miles an hour. It's this guy's the same deal, man. It's the same deal.
It's maybe just the strikeout rate's lower. Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Which, but I don't know. I feel like I'm a big name theory guy. I've said that before. Like Murakami, to me, he's going to be a star. Just listen, like Munetaka Murakami. He's got the pedigree, best slugger in the history of Japan to this point. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think he's a bum. I think he'll figure it out, even if it looks odd.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of like just other Red Sox related stuff at the moment. Like it's like Mutt said, like Bregman talking with his teammates in core is very encouraging. We like to see that. I just don't think he's leaving. It just comes back down to that. Where is he gonna go? I hate to retread the same water, but like, do you guys genuinely think there's another team?
Well, okay, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree, Hog. You're not wrong, Hog. Okay, but so I guess to add into it, it's an annoyance level that a team like the Mariners, right? They saw what Josh Naylor did. They saw the impact. They said, we're not going to F around. We're going to re-sign. He's here. But they're not going to dick around on the money. Like, why haven't they re-signed him yet? And to me, that's they're trying to get him at the cheapest possible price. And that could lead a team to swoop in at the last minute. Like, I don't love the approach. If he wants to be,
it's what happened with Xander. It's a very good point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Great point.
The Sox literally had a deal in place with Xander, and then the last second, AJ Preller came in with the force of the biggest ketamine high you've ever seen. I mean, like, how about I give you double the money in twice the years? He's like, well, I mean, I love Boston, but I love having an extra $100 million, quite a bit more.
Yeah, that's also the difference between Boris and every other agent. One of Boris's guys, he's not hitting free agency if he's not going to a bidding war.
And for the most part, especially if you're the toppest of the top tier, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't. You should go to free. You're going to maximize your dollar that way. It's players exercising their rights. It sucks, obviously, for teams where like you want guys to be loyal, but also, you know, teams aren't loyal to players, and players should do what is best for them, even if, you know, a fan base is going to hate you forever. Like how the Yankees, after having Juan Soto for a single year, are going to hate him for the rest of their lives because, yeah, you got little broed by Steve Cohen.
Still talk about him. Could you imagine how bad it would be if Judge went to the Giants?
I never thought he was leaving. That's the thing. It's like when I remember that the Giants contract came out. It's like, yeah,
because he's a loser. He likes being on a losing team.
Yeah, you know, God, the Giants. It's funny, man. They went on that streak for a couple years. They're just begging people to take their money. Like, please, we so desperately want a superstar on this team. We'll give you so much money. Like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of homeless people in San Francisco. Kind of stinky there. Fuck you guys.
Well, they got their guy. They traded for him.
Pain. Infinite and ever longing pain. They got the two best third basemen in the sport. Am I right? Got Chapman and they got Raffy. Fuck. Oh man, that's the extent of Red Sox news, by the way.
What else you got there, Hog? Come on, you're the big podcast host now. What is on your list?
I'm a big boy podcast host out here. Oh yeah. We touched on lightly like the Semien for Nimmo thing, which I thought was interesting because I know Marcus Semien kind of fell off a bit last year. And it kind of signals, because there's been rumors that the Rangers want to trade Corey Seager. That's actually a topic we can touch on too. Can you believe that Seager is available? It seems like the Rangers are signaling for, if not a rebuild, then at least a retool. Like, they're trying to shake up their core here.
Yeah, their team, they're a mess. I mean, they sold out. They won though, so
yes,
you're dealing with that now, where you had to pay everyone. So I mean, it's like the Red Sox after 2018, where they paid Sale when they probably shouldn't have. But
they literally did not have to. Also, they paid him like a whole year early.
Yeah.
Like, Dave, why did you do that?
They just owed him that money.
Like, listen, it was good vibes. We're all like, okay, yeah, we love Chris Sale. And then he was, just spent the entire contract injured. I mean, I'm looking at Semien, and he did regress last year. Just was below league average in terms of at the plate. Still elite defensively, though. So, I mean, if you have any faith that he can revive his bat even a little bit. And Texas, that ballpark's a tough place to hit offensively. It's a canyon out there. It's very, very open, very hard to hit for power. So I got to think that Citi Field's going to be more beneficial to Semien than that fucking Home Depot looking ass field. I hate the Rangers field, by the way. Let me get that take out there. I don't know if I've ever said that publicly. The field they had before in Arlington, like, was this beautiful brick-laid field. Actually, fun fact, my uncle built that field. He helped build that field. He laid the bricks for it, weirdly enough.
Should have started there today. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He laid down the brick for the facade there around the field.
Yeah, like, cause if you remember, like, those Arlington, it had this beautiful brick layout, I think, out front, and my uncle helped build that. That's not even the most interesting thing that a member of my family has built. My grandpa built Cal Ripken Jr.'s house.
Come on now.
Where was that?
There's a picture with him and everything.
Where was it?
He's dead now. Out in Maryland, I believe, or or around Baltimore, like just the outskirts.
Aberdeen now. They I know it was a minor league team, the Aberdeen Ironbirds, for a while. The Ripkins owed that team somewhere in Maryland. There.
Probably right around there then. But yeah, like, that's weirdly enough. Yeah, that's I got my bricklayers in my family. They're building impactful places, or at least they did. Now they left Arlington. That ballpark was gorgeous, and the Rangers were like, wait a minute, it's hot in Texas. No fucking shit, it's hot in Texas. What are you talking about? Oh, like the ballpark's like 20 years old, and like, this thing is ancient. This is a disaster. We got to get out of here. And they have this ugly ass. It looks like a Home Depot. It legitimately, from the outside, looks like a Home Depot warehouse as a baseball field. And it's like, I can't stand it. I cannot stand that fucking field.
Dude, and I'm pretty sure the Rangers, that's where Judge, in quotes, broke the AL home run record. The 7th most home runs of all time. But I'm pretty sure they have a monument where he hit that ball.
That's funny.
It's
also,
like,
that's cucked. You're so
like
cucked.
that's the like you're in the cuck throne. Like, what are you doing, dude? I think it got stolen like 4 times already too.
Weirdly off topic, but I saw a thing today that made me laugh. It's like, because I saw someone's like, what is the person in the cuck chair supposed to do? Like, are they allowed to cheer? Are they allowed to like clap or like, like applaud at the correct times? I thought that was an interesting talk because I never thought about that. But I'm like, what's the etiquette of the cuck chair?
All right, we're gonna have Adam 22 on.
Yeah, where's Adam 22 when you need
Adam 22 is gonna be our first guest.
him? Ian Gary, UFC fighter, got to get him in on the conclave to figure this out. My favorite response to that was someone being like, they need to act like an anime character on the sidelines cheering on a fight, where they're like, oh, that technique should be impossible. How is he whipping it out now? Oh, sorry to paint that picture for everyone.
Get a notebook out, write some things down. Sure.
That was another suggestion. Someone's like, just take notes. Like, just the etiquette. We got to ask the Yankees about this after, because they, in terms of like getting cocked, like, you lose Soto to the Mets. That's about as cocked as you're going to be ever. Blue Jays knock you out. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, we got to.
Dude, I'm praying the Mets get Devin Williams too, and he just has his best season ever.
Devin Williams to the Mets or to us is the outcome that I am praying for, because it would be so funny, because he fucking hates the Yankees.
Dude, and he's nasty too. That was the most outlier season ever.
Well, you look at his underlying numbers, and he's the same guy, but he's just diabolically unlucky.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing at that god-awful stadium with that fucking Mickey Mouse short porch. Boy, fellas. Popping up the short porch. Fucking horrible. Yeah, like his 95th percentile expected batting average, 86th percentile xERA. Yeah, that's about his outlier season he's going to get from Devin Williams. This is going to be the worst season of his career by a fucking country mile.
That's who they changed the beard rule for.
Very funny. They changed the beard rule for the guy who actively hated there and who was horrible there. I do think it's funny that Judge, again, like, just like...
And you brought him up. I don't know.
No, what's up? Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know if he's available. I don't know if he sits in the cuck chair or not, but I've always loved Corey Seager, dude. I've always... I don't know where he's... I think the fit... It probably ain't been a great fit anywhere, but if he was available, I've been a Corey Seager guy forever. Love him. Love his game.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I mean, he's one of the most clutch hitters in the history of baseball. He's been consistently one of the best shortstops in the game. Obviously, the one major issue is that his injury history. And that's it. But like when he plays, he posts. Like he's a demon. He's probably the best offensive shortstop in the league. I can't think of a better one.
Dude, he played 102 games last year and put up a 6.2 WAR. Like,
I will say my apologies. I just did Bobby Witt Jr. erasure. They're on the same tier, like the same tier offensively though. Defensively is where Bobby has him completely, utterly outclassed. But like, I love Corey Seager. If the Sox found a way to finesse their way into getting him, I'd feel so good. Corey Seager, like in the playoffs, Fenway Park, against the Yankees especially. The guy, like, because the Yankee fans,
he's already on their team,
begging for Seager when he was a free agent.
Oh, they already think they got him back. They already had him before, but they just got him back. They just traded back for him.
Exactly.
According to Twitter.
Yeah, shout out Cole is king yet again. 2 Cole is king mentions. Got always track him.
I know. I don't know how we didn't mention him for Thanksgiving.
Playoff OPS. Been awesome in the playoffs.
Oh, he's unbelievable. I adore Corey Seager. He's phenomenal. I'd love him. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. We started the conversation around the Rangers, which I think is very funny. I just weird. I hope that because their World Series season is such an outlier compared to like where the team has been before that and after that. They're trying to shake things up, figure out their young core. I mean, they're a team that's very willing to throw big money in free agency. So I mean, if they reallocate, if they can find a way to get rid of Seager, and after getting rid of Semien, like they're a team that can make a big splash.
A trade like that, the Semien one just feels like they're gonna move on from Seager now.
Yeah, they're ready for a new era.
Yeah,
see that.
Hey, Evaldi, you want to come back?
Oh, I'd love Nate. I'd love to have Nate back, man. I miss him. They should have never let him go. It's like, oh yeah, well, you could have signed him, and it's like, well, yeah, but like we gave that money to Corey Kluber.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like priorities. It really just comes down to priorities. Like you really couldn't have just held on. You had zero clue of his market to that level. And he's been excellent. I mean, he kicked into a whole nother gear ever since he went to Texas.
He was nasty last year.
Takes the ball every 5 days, can carry a pitching staff like for months at a time. Loved playing in Boston. Unbelievable teammate. I add him to that list of guys they just sort of botched. They won't go that extra couple of bucks, and they're so short. The organization has been so narrow-minded and short things. Then they don't look long-term, look too short-term about the money versus what the guy and the impact. And he's like the Schwarber miss they had. We talked about potentially letting Bregman go, of all the like guys who have fit here and played well here, and then won't go the extra mile for. And it's bit him in the ass.
Absolutely. It's a very good point. Very valid point, even. In terms of like what else we got around the sport, I just thought it was funny that the Cardinals they're so desperately trying to get rid of Nolan Arenado, and they have been for like an entire year now. I remember last offseason, people were like, well, there's no way that Arenado comes back to the Cardinals, right? I mean, it's so clear he doesn't want to be there. They don't want his money there. Like they're getting rid of him. And then lo and behold, no one took the bait. The Red Sox were close. They were very, very close to getting Arenado. If they had not signed Alex Bregman, they had a deal in place for Nolan Arenado. And thank God we do not live in that reality, because God, he was fucking horrible. He was so bad this year. By far the worst season of his career. None of this is like meant to as a huge insult to Arenado. He's on the back 9 of his career. This is a guy who's going to be a Hall of Famer. But it's just, he's bad. He's bad right now, and I don't want him on my baseball team.
He'd be 35 to start the year next year. His best year has been in Colorado. He had one really, really good year in St. Louis in 2002, and I had to look this up to figure out which year it was. But he has just been average at best. No. Even at a low cost, as the Cardinals try to give him away. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Well, because they'd have to eat so much of that contract for it to make sense.
At this defensive instructor. I'll take him for that. That's about it.
Probably better than the jack-offs we have here, considering how how we've led the league in errors for fucking two years straight.
Yeah, going back to Cora on Section 10, he didn't even want to hear it when they brought up defense. Every time they brought it up, he was just like, "Oh, I have to answer questions about that all the time." Yeah, so fix it.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to answer questions, then I don't know, brother, play better. Like, I don't know. Like, the end of the day, it's the team underneath you. Like, I don't know what to fucking say. it's mystifying considering like the defensive talent they have in the outfield. Cedon is maybe the best defensive center fielder I've ever seen in my entire life. Wilyer Abreu is a 2-time Gold Glove winner now in right field, and he missed major time this year and still won the Gold Glove again because he was that much better than every other right fielder defensively. And then your third best outfielder defensively is Roman Anthony, and he was only slightly trailing behind Wilyer in terms of how good he was in right. And he's just it's absurd, like the value he provides just in left field, in the easiest left field in the sport. Don't tell Jaron Duran that, but it is the easiest left field in the sport.
Cora was defending him too.
Of course he was. It's his guy.
Yep.
I mean, luckily he'll be in Guangdong soon.
Said it was just a throwing slump, Kutter, at the end of the year. A throwing slump for Trevor Story.
He did say that.
It's not Guangdong for Jaron, but it will be Cincinnati. Like, get ready to learn San Diegan. Get ready to learn Cincinnati's. Get ready to learn whatever fucking destination of choice, Kansas Cityan. I'm so, like, we've already been over this, but I'm just so ready to be done with Duran. I'm ready to move on. You got too many outfielders. You have outfielders who I view as better long term. He's not beating out Roman, obviously. I'm taking Cedon over him. Wilyer, it's a toss-up, but personally, like, I like Wilyer more just because you can move Roman to left field and Wilyer can just hang out and right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and play and Gold Glove right field. Yeah, that's the difference there. And there's some Duran baggage too. And I'm with you guys. Like, it's time to move on. I want Breslow to find the best deal. I'm not being a rush to deal him. I would go to every team, find the best deal, and like, that's not a dream we have to make in November. It's better to do this now than during the season because you can really shop him around and get what should be a good deal. He still has upside. He showed it a couple of years ago. Some team will get enamored with his talent, and they'll get a good player in return for him. But I think we all agree he will not be here opening day. It'd be disappointing if he's here opening day.
Mm-hmm. Completely. And I can't emphasize this enough. Not Vinny Pasquantino.
I feel that.
Do not trade him for him.
I mean, the thing is about Vinny Pasquantino is he's good. He's good. I don't think he's great, but I think he's good. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's like a 30, 40 home run bat. You need also another lefty. Like, if we can get a new first baseman, I'd prefer him to be a righty. I don't know, man. Pasquantino's not it for me. I'd prefer to have, if you just sign Okamoto, I'd honestly prefer to see what we could have there. Rock solid defensively, and then a right-handed bat at Fenway Park. And if he doesn't work out, hey, guess what? The Tristan Casas brigade, the agenda is back better than ever after he heals from exploding his knee into a billion pieces.
We have got, by the way, so since Casas had that ridiculous post on Instagram, there's nothing, right? Gone radio silent? Nothing.
Yeah. No, he's just silent. He's just doing awesome. He's probably hanging out in Florida. Just fucking
Cora
chicks, hanging out, jacking
they were
off.
doing good. Him and Meyer.
I mean, dare I say they're going to be in the best shape of their lives come spring training. That's my bold prediction, is that these guys are going to be in the best shape of their lives.
I heard Connolly Early put on a bunch of weight too. I saw that. They were talking about that.
That gets me aroused. I like that.
He's last season he was at 200 pounds. Now he's at like 215. Going to try to get up to 225.
I mean, dude, because like that extra weight, I mean, if he even puts a couple more ticks on his fastball, he's already really good.
Yeah.
So get that fastball sitting like more consistently, like 96, 97. Fucking hot, dude. It'd be really fucking hot.
Did you guys, was that, so Baseball America had their top 10 today, Red Sox prospects. Was Conley Early at 3? Was that about where you thought he'd be? Tolley, Arias, Early, Witherspoon, Perales, the top 5?
Yeah. I love finally showing him respect.
They're underrating Perales. Perales is better than Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Perales might be better than Early. The only thing the only thing you have against him is just that he had Tommy John, but like he's a young guy with Tommy John. I trust the Sox prospects guys, like with their evaluation of Luis Perales. They think he can be an ace. Like they think he's going to be like a frontline starter as long as he just doesn't become one of those people who gets injured 50 billion times like Brian Mata. So like, but it's understandable. Like these national publications, especially like Baseball America, they're going to be more. They want to see like proven results. Early's done at the big league level, at least a little bit for a couple of starts. But Perales, I think, genuinely talent level is better than both of the guys ahead of him.
Fajardo at number 9. That was who they traded for Cam Boozer. That's what they got for Cam Boozer from the White Sox.
That is interesting for sure. And I'm glad that we got something good for him because I missed Cam Boozer last year, man. I thought he's really good, genuinely. He's probably bad on the White Sox, but that's because
I knew nothing about Fajardo until, dude, 19 years old already. Half a season ends up being a top 10 prospect for the Red Sox. Again, this goes back to I've given him shit, but Craig Breslow and company have done some pretty good things the last couple of years.
If there's something they've done, they were advertised as they were going to build up and completely restructure the pitching pipeline, and they have. Like they absolutely have. They've done a great job bringing in hyper talented arms that are going to produce for the big league team sooner rather than later. Fajardo's probably still a couple years away, but that's okay. But like, how about everyone else?
I mean, Early and Tolle, they'll probably break camp with the team in some role, right? Both those guys.
If they aren't,
I'd say Early more likely than Tolle.
I think Tolle's going to get moved. I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like he's going to be in the package for the number 2.
Yeah.
Because and the thing is, depending on how good the number 2 is, it might be both of them getting shipped out. Or maybe they just they do Witherspoon and then they hold on to Early. Because I do think they really, really like Early. It's interesting to see, for sure.
Yeah, the Spear article made it seem like they're more likely to sign one of the number 2s now.
Okay.
But
did he have any inkling of who their preferences?
No, it was just I think he was saying that they're gonna spend the money, but not on the 2 bats. So you kind of assume that it's not going to be that much money on one of those mid-tier bats like a Jorge Polanco or something, who he did mention.
If you're signing a pitcher, that does indicate that the market isn't as robust as we think. Because teams aren't willing to give out these long-term contracts. So that means they see value in going to the market because they think they can get a guy undervalued for what is better than what their actual talent level is.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they sign the 2 and it's like Michael King, I'd be very happy with that. I think Michael King would be a tremendous Red Sox. He's done it in the division already. Like I saw him be a good Yankee. So I know if you don't bundle under the fold under the pressure of playing in New York, you won't fold under the pressure of playing in Boston. Because that's the only real. I'd say New York is the only place comparable to the pressure you get from the media and from the fans. Philly too. Philly's up there. I don't know how when's the last time you heard of a player being psychologically broken by Philly?
the one O'Kirking.
Ryan Kirkering. No, because remember Alec Boehm was broken, but then he was fine.
Yeah.
There's been players
Trey Turner got a standing ovation for being bad.
Yeah, there's players. You're not getting that shit in New York, man. You're not getting that shit. You're not getting that shit in Boston. You'd be laughed out of the fucking building if that shit happened in Boston. It's oh yeah, let's cheer for a guy who's been sucking ass to hopefully cheer him back up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Joey Gallo was psychologically broken by playing in New York. I don't think that's happening in Philly.
He still talks about it. I remember they were like, "What was one play you would take back in your career?" He was like, "My whole time playing with New York."
Completely understandable. Yeah, there's people don't fucking people just there's Boston, New York is different. The market is just simply different. You need to be built a certain way for it. Yeah. You need to be able to bounce back, and not let the criticism break you. 100%. In terms of stuff I got left over here, I saw that the Marlins
East Coast baseball is different. East Coast in general, yeah.
Yeah, just more intensity. People care more. Out in the West Coast, the Dodgers are winning everything. I wouldn't say that their media is particularly ravenous, or that their fans are the fans
different baseball market.
Yeah, Mookie talks about it all the time.
It's it's chill out here. It's nice. I mean, I'm very happy that Mookie still when he talks about his time in Boston, it really does seem like he's reminiscing about it's man, when I was on a serious team. It's it means more when the fans care more, man. Fans, they matter so much. Doing it in a market, being beloved by a market as intense as Boston, it must be such a euphoric feeling. It probably makes you feel like a god. Roman Anthony, he every day must just be a new form of heaven for him. Because as the most universally beloved man, in the Red Sox organization, I've never said a bad thing about him, and I don't know if I ever will say a bad thing about him because all he knows how to do is succeed. He's hovering above failure. It's beneath him.
Hog, you say that, but there are some guys that would rather play out west. Just get their paychecks, no pressure, 3 media guys there all year, no sports radio. Like it takes, you got to be a little bit different. And going back to Bregman and fitting in here. So you're a god, and you're certainly put on a higher pedestal in a place like Boston, but there is more pressure. You've got to like it. There are some guys that have not liked that pressure this market, or New York or Philadelphia, whatever.
I always look at the athletes who hate pressure. I'm looking at you sideways, because what are you playing this sport for? Where's your drive? Where's your competitive fire? It's one of the things that drives me the most insane about like the NHL is that like people talk about playing in Toronto there, because Toronto's the biggest hockey market, and they talk about like it's this like the Leafs will never win because their fans are too intense and the media is just too oppressive. And like, yeah, I'm like, as a Red Sox fan, I'm like, you would be, if a player, an actual player came out and said like, I just couldn't play in Boston, it's too intense, that person would be cyberbullied for the rest of Oblivion, and I would be co-signing it, because you are such a fucking loser. Oh my God. I don't want you on my team if that's your thought process. Get the fuck out. The door's right there. My God, man. Absolutely. So, like I said before I was so rudely interrupted by Mutt making a good point. How dare you, fucker?
Yeah, bad job, sir.
Nice. The Marlins tried to sign Kyle Stowers and couldn't, because Stowers is asking for $100 million, and the Marlins like, no, we're the Marlins. The best we can do is 50, Chief. I just wanted to like bring this up because it's the Dodgers are ruining baseball. The Dodgers are just ruining baseball, man. Oh, they throw around all this money. Like, yeah, what money are the Marlins spending in the year 2025, man? Like, you're telling me like that extra $50 million, like they need to reallocate it to other resources. Kyle Stowers like broke out last year, and so people like, oh, we look at his pre-arb, and you look at it, it's like, oh, in the history of pre-arbitration, like, you're a nerd. You're a nerd. Shut up. I don't care. Oh my God. Be a real
go look
team.
at the guy who they traded for him. He just had his best season with the Orioles. So it's like, well, wouldn't it hurt to extend that guy? Get a building block for the future.
Like, yeah, so you want to win? You want to like pay players to win? We don't pay players here. Like,
no,
what organization do you think this is?
The Marlins are one of these teams that are just pocketing money. You guys saw the story today in The Athletic. Like, the reports are they got $70 million, right? $70 million in revenue share money. Their payroll was $85 million. It's supposed to be 150% of what they take in. They're not even close to spending enough money. Like, the Pirates, the Marlins, like all these teams you're hearing about now want to spend. It's because they have to spend. They're going to get in trouble for not spending. So these assholes have just taken the money and gone home and not built these rosters. And you're going to see it now. They're going to try to spend it, try to make up for it. But as you said, Hog, like they're just, I have a bigger problem with teams that don't spend and pocket this revenue sharing money than teams like the Dodgers or Yankees, or I won't say Red Sox. They don't spend well in BL. I'd much rather teams do that than just, than take the handouts from the big market teams and go spend them elsewhere and on the baseball. That's much worse than the.
And there's talk in the next CBA of adding TV revenue into the revenue share pool. Well, it's
really?
It's so pathetic. It's so fucking pathetic. Like teams like the Dodgers, who are raking in TV revenue because they're willing to invest in their team and they're willing to put a great product out there. So fans are dying to watch them. So their hard work in actually being a serious team is going to be reallocated to these fucking jokers like the Pirates, like the Guardians, like the Marlins, like a third of this godforsaken league who refuse to field a competitive team. Just won't do it. Like, we cannot put a single dollar forth on fielding a competitive team. It frustrates me to all end. I cannot stand it. I will always prefer teams that try to win and want to spend money over these teams who just, like you said, they sit around, they collect revenue sharing, and they watch the value of their franchise skyrocket while crying about, like the cost of everyday revenue. Like, we ran at a loss this year. Like, they don't write that off in their fucking taxes. And again, like, they just watch the net worth of the team skyrocket. Bought the team for like $50 million, like 1990. Team's worth $1 billion now. Fucking cry me a river. I can't fucking stand it.
Dude, if the Dodgers
build their stadiums too,
yeah, if the Dodgers sign Kyle Tucker, all you'll see is people complain about the Dodgers ruining baseball. Like the Cubs aren't the fourth most valued franchise. You're telling me they couldn't pay him?
Dude, the Cubs are crying because Imanaga accepted the qualifying offer. It's like, we didn't think he was going to accept the qualifying offer. This completely torpedoes our offseason spending plans.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Chicago! What are you fucking fourth most valuable team in the sport? Jump off a bridge in Minecraft. Seriously. You're worthless. You're so fucking worthless. I can't. Sorry. That's the first one in the show. Patented Hogdale fucking has a brain aneurysm on recording.
It's Thanksgiving week, call it. Take it down. We need you ready to go for Black Friday sales. Let's go.
I'm ready. Listen, I'm prepped. I'm ready to throw some bows. It's not even true anymore. The Black Friday sales fucking suck now. Remember back in the day, like, the reason people were busting down doors is because you're getting shit like, oh yeah, buy a brand new TV for $80. And it's like, yeah, that's a deal that's worth bowling over a grandma for and throwing some bows to make some room. Like, nowadays, it's literally the same deals as before, except they slap a Black Friday sticker on it and be like, okay, have fun.
Disagree. There's one very good Black Friday sale. Barstool's got a very good Black Friday sale coming up. That's the best one around. That's the best.
Stay tuned.
Be locked in.
Shop.barstoolsports.com.
Yes.
Many are saying. Dude, speaking of merch, I got sent merch recently by our wonderful.
Let's go. Me too.
BarstoolSports.com. I got a sick, a bunch of hats. I love the designs on these. These look fucking wonderful. And just they sent me so many. I got some hoodies as well. Sadly, those are all the way upstairs. They sent me a Gay for May t-shirt and hoodie, which is fucking awesome. Or not hoodie, sweater. Go. And listen, man, I'm dripped out. I'm dripped out Barstool merch now, which is sick because I needed some. I was sorely lacking, ready to represent.
Yeah, without giving away too many secrets, this weekend will be a very good time. If you've been waiting to buy, I have the Saratoga sweatshirt on. There's a ton of Boston stuff. The Gay for May Patriot stuff is great. Yeah, this will be the weekend you want to do it. Trust me.
Stay tuned.
Yes. What a tease. What a tease, baby. How about that, Kutter? Let's go.
Yeah, save your money. Don't buy TVs, just buy merch.
Yeah.
If you aren't spending literally every fucking dollar you have in spare on Barstool Sports merch, then listen, what are you doing with your life? The choices you're making are irresponsible, and there should be an intervention held.
I mean, I would end right there. You can't top that. We can't top that. We can't top that.
Absolutely.
Although I will say this. If you're watching on YouTube, Hog did a great job. You got the logo now on the overlay. We're on.
I did not make this. This is Eric McIver, Barstool Sports graphic team. By the way, Eric, shout out to him and the entire graphics team for every logo they made for the show. Everything looks terrific.
Shout out Eric.
Always gotta credit the graphics team, the guys behind the scenes working to help us out. Also made the first couple thumbnails because I haven't gotten the means to do the thumbnail shit yet. We're
learning. We're learning together. We're all learning together in this.
It's a fucking team effort, guys.
Yes, 100%.
Got to be a part of the team.
Yeah.
Brethren, do we have anything else we want to add before we get the fuck out of here?
I just want to say, I hope we are texting some point this week having to do emergency so they do something. I can only search Red Sox news and get shitty results so many times. I'll take a fake. Wasn't fake. My buddy Mick was all over the Juan Soros story a year ago. I hope there's something like that this week. And I'll take that at this point. Anything. Please.
Completely and absolutely agree. So, brethren, everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode of Dirty Water, as always brought to you by Barstool Sports. You can find me at Twitter at Hogdale_. You can find Mutt at Mike Manansky. And you can find Kutter at Kutter is King. Everyone, have yourselves a fantastic Thanksgiving. We'll be back next week as always, hopefully sooner with some emergency pod stuff. Go Sox! See you later.